So greetings, ladies and gentle players. It is another glorious Friday this March of 2021, making it a wonderful day for basics. I am over here on Fox, as per usual, on an account that no one has ever figured out, ever. Suffice to say, we are going to be playing Two Dons today, and don't we have an interesting idea for today? You see, in my quest of playing various ranks and helping you guys play at various ranks, there is still the one teensy little itsy bitsy problem that I have with helping y'all, and that sometimes I have no idea what's going on inside your head at all. Case in point, on my Discord today, literally today on my Discord, I had someone who was a fairly decently strong player actually say today, and I quote, where is it? I would gain 2 or 3 ranks if I asked myself, does this sequence end in Sente? Which caused me to stop thinking for about 5 minutes. Because like, if you don't ask yourself that, what the heck do you ask yourself during a game? There are many, many things I would like to ask myself. Just like there are probably many, many things you would like to ask yourself, such as, where can I find Go players in my area? Well, the one-stop shop for in-person Go, over at BadukClub, can answer that question for you. If you haven't already gone there to ask it yourself, you can go and click on the little map, and at that map, you can find awesome little dots where you can find a whole bunch of Go players. Okay, not in the North Atlantic Ocean, but yes, all around the world where you can find Go players since, the vaccines are rolling out. More and more people are getting vaccinated. I saw a bunch of people in chat actually say that they had already been vaccinated, so great for them. So yeah, in-person Go is right around the corner. Finally, we're all looking forward to it. You want to know where you're going to be able to meet people, and BadukClub's got your back, telling you where that is, as well as a really cool store to find Go equipment that won't break the bank. Hopefully. Unless you've got very poor impulse control and you buy out their entire stock. If that happens, not my fault. Thanks again to BadukClub for in part sponsoring these videos. But yes, there are many, many, many questions that, unfortunately, I do want to ask myself, that I do want to have answered. What goes on in your heads? And don't you know it, today I have brought on someone to help answer all of these questions. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Gooplet. Some of you might know me from Twitch. I recently started getting serious about Go this past summer as a quarantine hobby, and have been getting a lot stronger ever since, but occasionally hitting plateaus, and it's really exciting to watch my improvement. But I still oftentimes look at a game of Go and think I have no idea what I'm doing. My main account on Fox is currently at 2Q.
Don't listen to the lies that this person is spewing right now. I have witnessed them beat Two Dons, which is what we are going to be playing today. I'm going to start by playing Two Dons, since they are truly a Two Don, and they are going to be hopefully, unless they lose the powers of speech, hopefully be asking questions while we are going over this basic game. And then probably in the next video, depending on how long this takes, I will be having them play and asking them basic questions to see if we can't understand the mind of a Two Don a little bit more, and, give them a little bit of ideas on what they need to work on, all that good stuff. How dare you say you're 2Q?
I'm only a 2Q, by the way. I've got a 3-Don account now.
I got the 3-Don account on 9x9 boards. That doesn't count.
Start to play.
All right, we've got a game here. Again, did I not even hear a click? Okay. Why am I not hearing audio? Sounds. Turn on sound in my games. Pog. All right. So we've got giving us a 3-Don, not a 2-Don. Close enough. 2 Dons are like 3-Don. They're practically the same thing. I've got 2, 3, 4 facing my opponent. I'm going to approach because this is the widest side. Numerically, if you count the lines, you'll determine that this is a little bit larger than doing anything down here. I could do this on the left-hand side, but I get to expand and approach the widest, so that takes priority. We got a happy little guy approaching me. There's a lot of things you could do. You could reapproach, you could pincer. I usually just give them what they want because there's no reason to fight over it. If they take this variation, which we know we end in Sente on, then we know that we still have an invasion point here because it can go underneath, or like it can go like zoop or zoop. So it could do one of 2 different things. So we've got easy ways to reduce this, and we've got a little guy hiding back here as well. So we can do things that way too. So we can just give them as much of the top as they want, because they can't keep it all. Played this variation many times in Basic Series so far. You guys should all know this. You could extend, I think extend's a little bit passive. You could go into the 3-3. 3-3 though gives your opponent the question of which way do I want to block. Like if I play this way, hello, let's be bolder about that, thank you. If we play this way, he could block here or he could block here. And I don't like giving my opponent choices. I like making decisions. So I'm going to decide to play on the left and force him to take the top, which is what we're seeing here. Atari, this is fallen out of fashion, but I mean, it's okay. He Atari's me, I connect. He Atari's me, I connect. Atari, connect, Atari, connect, Atari, connect. And then he should try to kill my 1-stone. If he doesn't, then it's not dead. I mean, that's just how things work. Is this a variation you've played in your game, this opening? Because I think this is one of the most common opening sequences in the history of ever.
I have never successfully played a double approach variation. I always mess it up.
So do you go to the 3-3 instead?
Yeah, normally, or I just try playing on both sides. I've stopped doing that though.
Okay. So look at this board right now. Are you uncomfortable with how much territory white has?
Yes.
Okay, great, because that's exactly what I did not want you to say. Because the thing is, the question was worded a little bit off. You see, they don't actually have territory yet. This stone is not dead.
Right.
I could make it alive right now. We're not going to. I'm actually going to extend here, believe it or not. Because I am completely comfortable sharing this board with my opponent. He can have territory. I don't mind. Now, I don't have the diagonal as much anymore. I do have this little guy. But let's assume he takes all the top territory. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can have 25 points on the board right now. That would be a bit of a bummer unless there are moves that are still 25 points to be had on this board. I could extend. That gives me 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15, so he gets a positive value of 10 on the top. That's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Took some pointies for myself. Now that said, this is a slow move and you should approach. But for basics, I'm going to extend the minimum from this wall. And he should double down on the top. Okay, you got an enclosure. I will block the extension. Again, he should defend the top. He needs to secure his investment, or it's all going to vanish. If you were going to play a move on the top, don't say one of the points that I've marked. Where would it be? I'll give you a hint. Those are the wrong answers.
As white?
No, it's black.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah, let's say he plays away. Where would you play?
Oof.
I'll give you a hint to forcing move.
Maybe the star point?
Is a forcing move, but there's a better one. That doesn't make him cry instantly. It helps. The follow-up to this point will utilize one of the marked points on the board. Is
it the peep at, I don't see coordinates.
Oh, that's a good point. The fact that you said a peep, yes, that's the yes. We would play here first, threatening to cut, and then fall back to the shoulder hit. At that point, this is not territory anymore. It's all gone. That would be very, very sad. So yeah, peep into playing here, which is why he really, really, really needs to play something up there. It is so important. Like, we can chill because he owes us moves. And when we know that they owe us moves, we don't have to freak out. That's just a Sentai investment. He's approaching. Okay. Fair enough. Blocking my enclosure is also really, really big. So we know we're going to be invading this because we're going to get Sentai from here. Probably I'm going to diagonal because that's like all the rage nowadays. He'll get a base. And then we are firmly in mid-game. The corners have been approached, right?
Wouldn't the attach have resulted in a big framework on the bottom too?
The attach is just weird because you're looking at the attach Hane extend, and then they push, and then you block. They get a base, and unless you play a move in here, they have a freebie into essentially doing the exact same up top, which they could do on the bottom. This move is interesting. He's offering me the shoulder hit. Do I want to build? Ooh, I could build this game. I think I will not look a gift horse in the mouth, and I will just be like, thank you. I will take some territory. He should push and cut, because this is Fox. And foxes are, like, dangerous. Right?
Right.
They eat people. Okay. This guy ain't eating nothing. He is not pushing. He is just backing off. He's afraid. He is afraid, and I can understand why. This account has more losses than wins. Cough. So I can see why he is terrified of a scary little Tudon like myself.
It should be.
All right.
The name is horrifying.
So what are the big moves right now on the board?
I would think, well, the right side is still pretty big, and there's
Ooh, the right? Where? What? How?
I mean, preventing them from getting like a comfortable extension along the right side.
They're already alive. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Like I could play.
I
mean, I could theoretically play something in here, but at best it's going to be like extending 2 lines or something, and they're alive. So if they were unsettled, you'd be right on. But they're not unsettled, so there's no real reason to play it unless I'm going to lean on it to build some more, which is more of a midder kind of game. We're kind of like in the early mid game, not like the mid game.
Okay. Well, there's still all the nonsense up on top of the board, like we were talking about.
Yep.
I was also kind of thinking, like, what if white turned on the left group?
Yep, that'd be big too.
Yeah, so like maybe preventing that turn, or even,
I think the attachment here is the final big move on the board that I could play.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to play it now because I have set up a possible build strat here. So they could take top and I could take bottom, and we could just chill. We could just be happy, chilly people. Okay, I could extend because the diagonal is Sentai. So I can keep growing. The minute I think I can't build here, I'm probably going to turn on and reduce him. Like, if I can't get a max investment on these stones on the bottom, I will burn his house down. Okay, I can keep getting my investment growing. Do I have any other force moves here in the area? I think everything else is goats. Do I want to keep building? If I want to build, it'll probably be a move like this one. I won't do a 1-point jump that gets a push and cut. I don't think I want to do that. I'd rather take the elephant eye. No, I can't justify it. Like, I could grow here, but I've already got so many moves here, it feels like it's just greedy. So, unfortunately, this is where the part where I make him cry. Because I don't see any strong force moves to keep growing. I'm going to use my Sensei to reduce instead. And I try to go back and forth on that. Like, if I'm building, and I get Sensei, then I'm going to reduce. If I'm reducing and I get Sensei, I want to build. I don't want to do one thing or the other too often, because it kind of can lead to a very imbalanced game. So here's a shoulder hit. Now here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. If these 2 stones die, I don't care. I don't think they will, personally. But if somehow they died, it was fine, because I'm still getting rid of potential here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing cap? Cap incoming? Please cap me. It makes for a good conversation. Ooh, turn. Okay. What's Black's next move?
I would think... Well, part of me wants to Hane at the turn.
Okay, why do you want to Hane?
To prevent
No.
white from... Oh.
That's not why you want to Hane. I'll give you a hint. It begins with a G.
Goblins?
Yes, because you're a goblin. Thank you.
Oh, Gote!
No, greedy! You want to Hane
okay.
because you're greedy.
Fuck.
Like, you're literally pushing your opponent to surround you because you want to protect this territory.
Yeah.
But is this group weak? Do you see it dying anytime soon?
No, absolutely not.
Is this group weak?
Yeah, it's very weak.
Okay, so what
So
we're going to do is we're going to help our...
stones.
Yes, we're going to help our weak group. Now, we could extend, but the Hane doesn't look like a Sensei. So, frack that noise. Where's coming out? I was hoping he would take this move. That way I could push. And then he's probably going to try to surround me again, and then we get to show why leaning on this group is not gonna ever make for a possible kill on ours, because he's going to turn around from attacking into defending, and the minute he makes that switch, we get enough force moves to get out of whatever attack he's trying to launch. But unfortunately, he didn't cooperate with us in that. Alright, so he jumped out. There's a peep here, you're absolutely right. He can peep into a connection, but, I mean, even peep into a connect, we go under. Peep into under, we cut off. Like, I don't see the threat here. But then again, I'm already out. I'm not behind enemy lines anymore. Like, if we look at sector lines, you know all about sector lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we're not behind sector line anymore. We got 1 potential eye. Maybe 2. With like a little shapy doodad. So I think we're okay enough that I'm going to call this defensive move not greedy. Unless a diagonal. Then he plays here into here. That's okay, I'll play here instead, that's fine. Okay. Yep, here comes the attack. Probe. Probe. Proby. Oh, nope, that's not a probe. I like the 1-point jump instead. This is actually giving me a new shape, right? Shape point right there. Mm-hmm. So he's helping me fix myself. And we've also got this one, which is threatening the top little guys. I have no idea what that is, and we should ignore it, but I'm not going to because I want to give him Sensei again to attack me. The reason why I want to do that is because it makes for better content, because I get to show how to defend and make shape. And we're not really sweating the board right now, because where's his points? His points are... Hello? Tool, come here. Like, whatever this is. Mm-hmm. Which is, like, 2nd and 3rd line territory, who cares? This is respectable. You know, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's got 15 points there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But 2nd and 3rd line and 15 points isn't going to win us the game. Not going to win him the game, so it's just whatevs. How do we defend here?
Does the invasion drop down or shoulder hit?
Which one? Make a decision.
Shoulder hit.
Good, because if we drop down, he could shoulder hit us or go into an attack, and then this little wannabe Tetris shape is going to be like, what am I doing here? Did you make me just to get punched in the face? Instead, we're putting pressure on him to connect up on the 2nd line. He can make 2nd line connections all day. We don't care. We don't play here because push and Atari and weird, disgusting stuff. But yeah, He's not going to win the game on second line connections. That's just not a thing that's going to happen. Unfortunately, he did give me Sente again, and I don't see a way to lose Sente right now. So before I interrupted you, you were asking about a connection of some kind.
Oh, on the top of the board, isn't that White's territory now too? I mean,
Nope.
with all the extra stones there.
Nope. If we play this move, he has a block connection, right? And then we play a 1 point jump. That's looking kind of sketchy. Can he really kill the 1 point jump? Like if we actually have a Blackstone. Hello? If we actually have a Blackstone here and here, like where's White gonna play to kill that stone?
Couldn't White Hane to attack the
Could, but it's not Sente. If White plays the Hane here, we're just going to come on out. Because this isn't in danger of being surrounded yet, right? We're not playing enemy lines still.
Okay.
So yeah, this little guy is still hanging around all nice and happy. That said, I'm about to end it because I want shape here. So we could, but it seems greedy to go ahead and do that. So I'll just make shape here. I'll make shape here. We could potentially kill the left-hand group, by the way. This is forcing. That's a probe. That's not enough room to make 2 eyes. Not 0 chance that this group could die. Probably won't. I won't kill it. That's just rude. Speaking of rude, he's attaching to me. How dare you, sir? How dare you? My stones have feelings. But alright, in basics, we respond to shoulder attachments, caps, things I'm forgetting, so, okay. That way we don't do weird things where we're losing liberties, and this guy is the most passive person in the history of ever. Like, 1 or 2 moves, okay. I mean, he's getting back in the swing of things. Weird guy. But alright, what's my next move? I'll give you a hint, don't be greedy.
Okay. I guess I should look. We don't really have very. I guess we want to prevent White's push and cut of the.
I'm not really concerned with that too much. Does the ladder not work for me? Okay, works for him. You're right, but I don't care about that right now.
What about just trying to surround White with the corner?
Ooh, you're so close with the word surround. Go is called the surrounding game, right?
Yeah.
So you want to either surround them or
prevent.
Yes, there is a possible way that White can still surround us. It's getting more and more unlikely by the minute, but like he could maybe lean over here. Hello, let's be darker. He could like lean over here, right, and then go for a cap of some kind because you mentioned that weak point. Yeah. So we have Sente, therefore frack this noise. I'm out of here. It also has the double bonus of also expanding. So very, very simple move. Just gotta be weary of those greedy moves like that Hane that you mentioned that would probably go and get you killed. Or it might not get you killed, but you'll realize the minute he played a move that you just made a mistake. And then the board is gonna like devolve into this weird slap fighting. Because you're gonna suddenly struggle not to be killed, but you gave him strength, so he's gonna come after you. And then there's a follow-up of maybe like Atari and the left group because you can't defend after he Hanes because you'll notice that you're weak above. And yeah, it just gets crazy. Like if we can identify those problems before they begin, then we're good. I'm not connecting solidly because I'm getting maybe 4 points in here later on, and I'm wanting to build at the bottom. Connection's fine, but this is just superior. This is an easy question. Where to play?
Stand.
Extend? No, we're to Hane.
From the attack. Oh.
I thought you were to Hane on the inside, though. I was counting on that one.
Oh.
Like, we Hane. He cuts. We Atari. He Ataris. We take. He Ataris. Ataris. This probably dies. That said, the outside is so big it probably doesn't matter if these stones die. It's not the end of the world. But no, we're not gonna invite those weird variations. Okay, I don't know about this one. If I play here,
and I was looking at the wedge though earlier, even without the sequence of Ataris. Isn't that still kind of dangerous? Because
nah, not really. Atari, connect Tiger, and then he can do whatever he wants here. He can't break our connection here or here simultaneously. We should be fine. But yeah, the main key of this game was just to avoid like those acts of, ooh, I want to get a little bit more over here, even though we've got weak groups. Like, the board is telling us we've got a weak group, we've got to defend that weak group. If we don't, it's going to be very, very sad. When we have Sente, we're again looking for our weak groups, we're helping our weak groups, which, if we have strong shape elsewhere, then hey, Pog, it just naturally develops. Our stones work together. And then now we start seeing shape problems by them as they try and deal with what we're doing. Like this, for example, what is this shape? This is a large knight into a elephant eye? That's a weird shape.
Right.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, what I'm going to do is play here. But hypothetically, if I was going to attack this shape, how would you do it?
And the first thing that I thought of was the shoulder hit.
Shoulder here?
Yeah.
That looks like he's going to push and cut you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a dead stone.
Oof. I want to attach to something, but doesn't that help them fix the shape?
You want to attach to what, this one?
Yeah.
And then he's going to do what?
Hane on the outside.
And then you're going to extend.
Yeah.
And then he's going to do what?
Then maybe extend along the side.
And if he does that, you can go back and cut. Congratulations, the stone's cut off. I might make this exchange first, if I was going to do that, because then I'm backing off into a bamboo joint. So I'm not going to have like any kind of weird shortage of liberties later on. Like, that'd be the way to do it. You could also, after this little dude, go and play here immediately, because you're threatening this one. And when he goes here, you're threatening this one, which is offering like to cut off here or to swoop back and cut off this again. Like, there are so many ways you could just completely trash the shape that he's making. Okay, I've changed my mind. There's another thing another cool thing you could do here. You could also play this one because it's peeping at his elephant eye. And it's forcing him to to connect, right?
Right.
And the act of that... Okay, that's what they're gonna die. This is why we weren't supposed to do that one. Sag. Do I fall back? My beautiful middle! No!
Isn't it still really big?
It is, but my two stones are dead now. I should not have shown that. I should not have shown that. If we had connected here, and we've cut all this crap off, pulling back here would be amazing, because who cares? He reduces here a little bit, but because we got this one in, it's still huge, huge profit. Actually, since I said that...
Oh, wouldn't...
Since I said that, I might be able to save this, because he hasn't played here yet. Because I can play this one. No, I can play this one now, actually. Alright. I'm gonna Hane. This isn't going completely terribly, is what I'm lying to people and going to tell them. This is not a cut that works, so I can... Alright, I've seen worse variations. And now if he ever plays here, we've got this one. This is okay. This is okay. This is a little bit not what I meant to do. But because we have strong shape, we're not in a world of hurt yet. We're still building. And it looks like we're building from like here up into here to here, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I take that, sure. Take that, sure. Why not? I want to play here. He's gonna do this one. There's a lot of cuts and things. Ara.
Why not just extend?
Because this one is gonna be an annoyance. I have to connect that. Then he's gonna honey it head at 2 and 3. I'm gonna block here and take whatever damage comes my way. Even if it means giving something up. I legit, if he pushes here, might fix this. Because this, in something like this one, is probably worth whatever that is. Okay. I'm fixing that right now because I'm recognizing that I've got cutting points all over the face. All over my face? What? All over the place. Ay. And I want to fix them ASAP. This Atari is totally irrelevant. We're not taking our eye off what's bigger, which is this huge honk in center. So yeah, sacrificing these sea stones, by the way, was way better idea than whatever the garbage I did over here. But because we were looking after shape this entire game, one weakness popping up isn't going to wreck the whole house of cards, as it were. Only when you've got like bad shape here and bad shape here and bad shape here does everything start tumbling down and, you know, having everything die in a fire. The rest of the groups should be able to hold off on something going badly. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, overall, would you say I've done anything super complicated this game?
No.
I know there was one thing that you wanted to do that I smacked you on. Was there another one? I forgot.
It was, I think it was mostly just that Hane there.
Okay.
There was some weird shape stuff on the right that I wasn't picking up on.
I mean, this is just weird, and we're not talking about it if you meant this. If you meant this. This was...
Maybe.
This wasn't very good. Oh, right. You also were thinking about defending the cutting point here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Serious question. I did give him a lot of territory on that right-hand side. Alright, we're gonna take some endgame as soon as we have Sentai. First endgame point, you know where it's gonna be? Uh-oh. Hold the thought on the whole endgame. I don't see a reason not to do this. Question mark? Maybe I'll just connect for safety? Don't see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with it. Do you?
Nope.
Cool. If it kills me, we're blaming our guest. Our guest said there's no problem with this move, and I'm believing the guest because the guest is always right. If you're wrong,
it's true. I am.
If you're wrong, we're gonna be very, very sad, and then I'm gonna have to hunt you down. But no, it should be fine. Like they play here, and I can Hane. The Atari I connect. If they Tiger Mouth, we just extend. So it should be fine. Again, making sure that our shape is good should protect us against anything that's really, really bad. That's one of the more important reasons why it's so important to have a strong foundation to your play. That way, however you're playing, even if you're making mistakes, it's hopefully mitigated by the fact that you know where big points are, so you haven't given your opponent anything too huge. Your shape is okay. Can I kill you? Shouldn't ask that. But is that a no?
Huh.
Alright, I'll defend. Nice and simple. I've got Mii connections. If he defends, I can literally play here, and then if he defends, I can literally just like be like, boop, connected,
Oh,
or
right,
boop,
right.
connected. Not getting greedy. Could you not? Let me connect, please. Rude. All right, if I play here, I'm making an elephant die, right? So we're not going to play the elephant die variation.
Yo-Yomi
We're just going
now
to go ahead and
starts.
play this variation. All right, how many territories is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines of 4? That's a big corner. Or that's a big middle, sorry. I've cornered a lot of territory is what I meant to say.
Brilliant.
Yes, thank you. I am. I mean, okay. We shouldn't be dead here. And if we are, we know who we're blaming, so I mean, it's fine.
It's
That's a
not
good
me
thing.
who is wrong.
Yes, yes.
It's the opponent.
All right. Seemed pretty straightforward because we had Miai. Either we connect this way or we kill the one stone. So, like we were talking about, back to Endgame. Where's our first Endgame move?
In the top, it looks like it would be big to
The top?
drop down, or even
Ooh,
to
the Hane actually I like better. Because if I
Okay.
Hane, they're going to Hane back, right? Then you connect, and if they ignore you, that stone, that point that I haven't erased yet, actually works. Because if they drop down, you cut, and it goes to here or back to there.
Ah,
So
beautiful.
you could drop down and do the Hane, but I think this Hane is a lot better. I'm mildly concerned about my territory. I gave him a lot on the right.
Well,
And I've hurt myself on the bottom again a lot. So let's highlight big endgame. Okay, that's not the erase tool. So we've got this, which is hello. This with hello. Larger. Thank you. This one, which is a large endgame. This actually is kind of a thing because that cutting point. This little duder is really big. I'd like to get that one in. But for now, we wait. We wait. Ooh. That's not Sentai. He plays here, we block. This cut is a scam because he can't go into cutting here because it's Alphatari. Which means, if it's a scam, we take Sentai. Because yeah, he gets 1 stone. Absolutely. He gets 1 stone. He has to answer that, or that clamp is Pog. He could take first, though. And then answer it. But that's okay. This clamp is... Oh, this clamp is so huge, though. This clamp is big. The top is fine. There's no reason to worry about life and death up there because we've got this for eye shape or this for eye shape. We literally have 2 points to play. So there shouldn't be anything over there. Or you could show off and be like, yeah, I'm going to have my eyes by playing here. Hello. Nani? All right. We mentioned this. Here and to here means these 3 stones are dead. That's really good, but it's Gote. Is there anything else we can do? I can take this one first. This is not large enough. Unless... There's no killing of here anymore, is there? Bop, 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 bop. Huh. I don't see how to get rid of this eye. Actually, I lied. I do. But I can't get rid of that one. Okay, yeah, looks like this is alive. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play either this one or this one. Which one do I play? Does it matter? If I play here, he plays here, and then he pushes in. Ooh, I don't want him to push in. I'll just go ahead and clamp. Keep it easy. That's a big loss in endgame. Not so much in mid-game, but in endgame, ooh. That is an owie zowie. If he pushes, we can block, because if he Ataris, we can play here, because it's snapback. Not a problem there. He could... Okay. I'm all ears. What have you got in mind? Just push? I've almost created a heart here. Kind of like... And then... This part... Like, I need the Hane there, but I can't, like, get it for any kind of reason. Because then, yeah, that would work. Sure, I can block. He can Atari me. That's only 1 point, though. Because he takes 2 stones, I take 1. I take, and then that's already not a thing. Yep. My middle is being eaten! Eaten, I say! Actually, we don't want to play here, do we? If I play here, he gets to throw in, and then Atari. Okay. Change of plans.
So maybe just take the stone?
Never play this one. Because, yeah, I throw it. If he throws in here, I do take it, but then he Atari's here. Then I have to extend back, then he can come in. And then if I play here, I'm really short on liberties. Okay. Here into here, into here. Ooh, that one, does that work? Surely not. Surely not. I think this just connects over to the left, to the right, whatever direction that is. He goes right? There's no way that works. Okay.
Didn't you extend first?
I think not, because on the Atari into this one is going to make me a very sad panda. Alright, so if I can't play that move, I can play... If I play here and he plays here, I open the cut up. I could just take this, but it feels kind of... Maybe the answer is this one then. Yes. I think I like that much better. Actually, this is big. That's Sentai. Absolute Sentai, because kill. I want to play this one, but if I think the correct answer is here. I don't think he'll play it. I think he'll play something like over in here. You know what? It's worth a test. Get the right answer, my guy. I believe in you. I believe in you. Play this move. If he plays here on a turn, I have 2 liberties. Then again, maybe it's not the right move. Maybe it's not the right move, because I play here, he plays here. Yeah, bop bop. Huh. No, don't play this one, I lied. Because then he plays here and I can't Atari. Okay, we're gonna play this one. Alright. Got that one. I almost clicked here. That would have been sad. He did play it. Okay. I can play here. He has to play this one. I can Atari. It gives me 2 liberties. This cut's no longer Sentai. Pog. Then go back and play here. This right is big. How'd that right get so freaking big? These were just like second line and 3. Like what? WTF? It's okay. His top left is tiny. My upper right is pretty good. My middle's pretty good. My left is pretty decent. I believe in my basics. I have not hit score estimator yet, though. He doesn't have Komi. Ah, yes, our master plan of winning by him not having Komi.
My count is that white has 64. But I'm bad at
I'm
counting,
not
so
counting.
Okay.
In basics, we don't count.
Counting is hard.
Fine. How many do I have then?
I'm getting there.
Okay. I'll wait. Da 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 da. So do you know yet?
No.
How about now? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I count like 68 for black.
Ooh, close game! Oh, it says I'm up by
What the
18.
fuck? Okay.
I'll believe
never mind.
that.
Ignore me.
Ooh, what is that? Is there some shenanalana, mana, bana, bading ding dongs going on here? I mean, I could just play here for safety. But are we men or are we mice?
I'm more of a mouse.
See, it's not just important to win the game. You gotta do it and not let your opponent think you're some punk, you know?
Right, right.
You gotta go for the street cred. I think I'm just gonna play here. It's nice and safe and we're basics. Yeah, maximum street cred. That's the ticket. Dude, 50 minutes. These 20-minute games are, ooh. Do they play them at higher up? Like, I don't think they would. Like, the higher up you go, the faster they play, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Like, 9-dans never play long games, right?
Oh, well, no. Well, that's a little bit of a different story because when you're looking at 9-dans, you're looking at the pros. And the pros, they're already, like, they've got their study groups, they've got their official matches where they take a long time to play. So when they play online, they're just having fun, so there's blitz. And a lot of the pros, okay, every last pro has been playing since they were a kid. And as we know from talking to Gulajan and other professionals, the kids play blitz because they have the attention span of a fly. Or a gerbil, or insert whatever you want to put in here, right?
Right, right.
So they do 10-second go. That's how they improve. That's how they got where they were. So when they play online, yeah, they do 10, 15, sometimes 20-second go. Because that's how they relax. Here, into here would be a sad, because then I'd have to connect all of these up. I don't want to do that. I guess I can play here temporarily. This is pretty good. It's like, hey, gonna reduce you. I think I'd have to Hane here though. Wait, what? Really? Huh.
What else would they have done?
Just play here. He's gonna do it anyway. He can't let me push again. That's just weird, right? Unless he has like some super duper ooper big endgame duper duper that he wants to play right now. Which he might. Maybe I'm the one that sucks at endgame. Maybe I just don't know. New plan. If he plays the Hane, I'll respond. But then I've got to connect. And if he throws in... Okay. Are you sure you want to play that one, champ? Because that seems kind of greedy. I'll play the safe move, but I think I could play the other one. Here into here is irrelevant, because remember, we have the 2. So I can play here first. And I can play here first. Which is technically second, but first. And then I can play here first. Okay. I can kill 2 stones. That's pretty good. He could have connected 1 in Sentai. I'm surprised he didn't, because I have to take it, right? Otherwise, this group would be dead. I can't let him like connect here and save that stone.
Yomi now starts.
I knew he was going after that one. I just didn't care. He's going after this one too. Oh, now it makes sense. He's spending a lot of time on Endgame. That's why he's so passive early on. He's one of these players. Okay. I get it. He tries to keep the game close to milk you to death in the endgame. I gotcha.
I like that.
I don't.
Endgame.
I don't. Like, it's okay being okay at endgame. The problem is I've seen a lot of players who I know have run into a wall because their foundation is based on backing off and not taking fights. And unfortunately, that's a lot of opportunities missed. Like, you don't have to be a fighter, but you have to know where Aji is and is not, and how to use it if it rears its head. Otherwise, an opponent could just come around and just start taking advantage of you. Technically okay. And one of the problems a lot of passive players have is they improve, but their fighting skills don't, so that when they need to fight, they take losses a lot of the time. And that's an issue. That's an issue. So, don't need to fight, but it's kind of good if you at least know how to. Yeah, I'm not going to let you Atari me here, because that would be bad. But I got an I here, I here, I here, and an I here, so I think we're fine. And there's no Atari here into, like, I don't know, Atari into Atari into Atari into Extend or something? To try to get me here. So it should be A-okay. What did I just say?
Said that it was A-okay.
I did! He wasn't listening. Clearly, he wasn't listening. If he wanted to go for this, he really needed to do Atari here earlier. Thur? I've got 4 eyes. Gonna play away now if it's okay with you. So... I can't kill that anymore. Fine, I'll take the 2. Because again, this is not an Atari, so if he cuts me, I just play here. It's totally fine. There's no cut point here anymore, because, yeah. So these don't do anything. Nice, relaxing game. I'm listening to Studio Ghibli recordings.
Ooh, which film?
I don't know. It's some Chinese compilation with 500,000 views. I have no idea. I can't read it.
I see. What kind of Go player are you? Can't read Chinese?
True. True. I'm the kind of Go player that, I don't see anything here as a problem, so I can answer. Yeah, I'm the kind of Go player that just gets chat to that gets chat to translate for me. Obviously, I took once, but we're not actually fighting this Go. When he retakes, I'm backing off. My mouse is already on it. There. And by backing off, that was the last thing, and he resigned. Cool. Is there anything to review there that we haven't already gone over? I will highlight a few things. And I'm going to edit that ending out because it flashed your name. Alright, so he resigned. We can go ahead and review. Didn't do anything crazy. He wanted to expand the top. We gave it to him. Switch directions rather than play into the 3-3. Because if we go here and like play in the 3-3, he could always do this one. And then who knows where that's going. There's like a lot of weird stuff up there. Hello, go away. I'm perfectly comfortable with just being like, you know what, take that. This is just way too early. He wants to play it because if he plays away, yeah, this cut it exists. And I get to take that later on. And guess what? He has to play there to defend that because otherwise, well, okay, didn't mean to play that one. Otherwise, that's still a thing. So yeah, you played this too early. If all of this was his territory, then yeah, we would never play this variation ever because that'd be insane. We played here, and to an extent, he really needs to play, maybe not the elephant die, actually. Something like this. This would be good for him, right? Score estimator says white's up by 18 points now. Gosh darn it, that sucks. Not quite true because, again, there's this. Not quite true because there's this, so white's up by 3 points. All right, you know, even game. Just secure your territory. He did not, so we're happily taking large points elsewhere because he owes us a move on top of the board. Now, since that is a really big move, the minute we're out of opening, we pretty much take that away. Because this is a huge point. It's like 25 points. But 25 points can be reobtained just by, like if he plays here now, all right, he'll go back and live here, and we can profit this way. So, cool. We got it. If he ignores me here, corner gets slashed to pieces. That's 25 points. Sweet. If he plays it now, okay, again, I can play over here still. We can keep growing over here. I can keep growing along this side. All right, 25 points. But once we got to the mid game, that's where it's like, all right, time to do something. And this, yeah, once again, we are not going to play this. Otherwise, now we have to figure out how that's living. It's not by coming down here, that's for sure. Or even just a turn. Even just a turn really hurts. Because like, we'll look at something like this one now. And this is just going to be running for ever and ever and ever. Like at some point, we have to abandon this. And then that's just going to give him more free moves. Now our bottom has been capped suddenly. So maybe he can attack. So yeah, that huge mistake to make. It gives him control of the game if he's a good, if he's able to attack by profiting, or attack to profit, sorry, then that gives him the opportunity to do so. Huge, 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 huge move. Again, I thought he'd play here. Ooh, right. Don't want to drop down because he could play, I don't know, maybe something like over in here and then just try to kill us. Who knows? Not me, because we're not going to play that variation. And then last but not least, defend and expand. Like if you can get to here in your game, if you can find moves to get to here, then your game's in pretty good shape. Because you're defending when you need to. You can see where the large points are. You're not doing anything too crazy and risky. And you're making points while you're doing it. So, great. Amazing. Any question about any of this?
I don't think so.
All right. Then thanks for joining me today in this video. And you get the pleasure of playing 2 or 3 dons next. Hope you're going to enjoy that.